Happy August everyone. It is currently 2nd August, 3:35 p.m. and this is the start of a new craft vlog. I am currently sick as hell. Like I have a bad cold and a bad headache. I've been dealing with that for the last few days. So I haven't really been crafting as much. But my priority today actually is to clean because my room is kind of a mess. You guys, I don't know if you can see it, but my bed is a mess and my window bed is also a mess. My desk is also a mess. Everything is a mess right now. I want to start a routine in which every first weekend of the month I would just clean everything. I want to start today even though I am sick. My first order of business is actually tackling the bags behind my door. I have a bunch of old whips in project bags and my regular go-to everyday purses and everything hanging on the back of my door. And until now I've always treated my purses really carefully and everything, which meant that I would just never get around to using them. But this is the year that I'm using all of my purses, hence why I want to put them all on the back of the door so I can actually reach for them regularly. That's the first plan. And then I'm gonna probably have food after that, take some more medicine, and then I think I'll clean the bed today as well. So yeah, let's get to it. So I started duplicate stitching, and this is the white yarn I was using when I was doing intarsia as well. I don't like the fact that you can see the green underneath, so I'm thinking maybe I should double up the white yarn as well. So I think I'm just gonna undo all of this and then just restart with that. Hi everyone, it is currently 12:30 a.m. on the 9th of August. Technically, it's the 10th of August, but since my day hasn't ended yet, it still feels like it's the 9th of August, if that makes sense. Today was Saturday. I had such a good time. I woke up really late because my sleep schedule has been so bad lately. That's not the point. I met my friend today for a cute little arts and craft date. I brought my knitting along and she brought a coloring book. It was just so cute. We were there for 4 hours and I'm pretty sure 90% of the time was just yapping, and then another 9% was eating, and lastly that 1% was the actual crafting portion. Because tell me why I did 2 rows. That's crazy. That's insane. I did 2 rows. That's it. I should have been better, honestly. That did not turn out to be a crafts date, really. That was just a yap date. My main reason to even check in today was because I really wanted to give you guys a lot of updates on my whips. I have not felt the mood to film or even talk to the camera for the last few days. I've just been so tired and I've barely made any progress on my whips. I still kept on knitting in the background and crocheting in the background. I just did not want to make any major changes without telling you guys first. So because of that, I even went back to the blanket I'm making, because that's just single crochet. That's I don't need to give you guys updates on that. And also I even cut out the pattern pieces for this corset I'm trying to sew. I finally need to log on because there's so many updates that I need to give. So as you can tell, I did cut out the pattern pieces for this corset top. I don't really like the fabric. This is actually going to be a mock-up. I'm thinking if the mock-up turns out nice itself, I might just dye it all black and keep it as a black corset for me. I'm not good at sewing in general. And I've picked the worst project to start off with, which is princess seams, and I know they're just really hard. I've done them before. And it's so hard. So I'm starting off hard for no reason, but I always do this to myself. This is random, but I've just been working on my blanket. And it's still there's a lot to go. I'm halfway through the second ball of yarn that I have for this, and there's still 2 more balls of yarn. I have 4 balls in total, and this is how much I have left for this ball of yarn. Also, while I was in the mood to not film, I finished on the 3rd granny square as well, so I'm gonna be seaming this up soon. Finally, we get back to the main event that I really just want to finish, okay? I've just been working on the duplicate stitching. I finished the white and I started on the green. And the reason I started the duplicate stitching even before finishing the sleeves was because I was not sure if had enough green yarn for both the duplicate stitching and also for the arm ribbing. So I was very worried about that. Do you guys see? Like, it's basically done. I felt lazy to finish the duplicate stitching, so I got started on the arm decreases on the black part. I wore it today morning. I really like the arm decreases, honestly. And if I left it at this length, I would have liked it. If I add the ribbing on top of this, it would be too long. It would hit me at an awkward length because I think it hits me like over here right now. Ugh, I should just wear it, but I don't wanna. Okay, fine, I'll just wear it. No, I'm not gonna wear it. Right now, the arm of this, after the decreases and before the ribbing, hits me at this length, which I think is a really nice length. However, if I add the ribbing, it becomes up to here. And I don't know, I just feel like this is just an awkward length. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna like frog all of this. I'm gonna unravel to where I split for the sleeves and then just start the ribbing from there itself. This is where I've split for the sleeves over here. And from here, I'm just gonna do the ribbing. I also frogged all of the ribbing at the bottom. When I wore this, it was just like standing up. I don't know, it was just too loose. And I know it's because I didn't go down a size. It kind of flared out, the ribbing. And also like it just stood up. It was very weird. I would rather just like undo the ribbing and make it in 4mm instead. Tomorrow I also actually have to do my nails. Took off my nails and made them into press-ons like 2 weeks ago almost. And I still have not made into my nails. Last year, I'm not even joking, I did my extensions almost every single month. I think I must have done it out like 10 months out of the 12. This year, I've only done 3 sets. Like, it's August. It's August. Like, I'm usually doing it every month, and this year I've done 3 sets. That's crazy. That's insane. And 3 sets, sorry, including this technically. This year, like, I did these like purple cat eye nails, and I was supposed to do more nail art of them, but I got lazy. And then I did these really intricate butterfly nails for my vacation, and after that I've done nothing. I need to get back into doing nails. I've been so lazy about it. The thing is, I'm taking such long breaks. It's getting me used to wearing short nails, whereas like last year I was so used to wearing long nails. And the thing is, when you get used to wearing long nails, you start to like become more careful about how you use your nails and how you hold things. You just become more careful about it. Whereas with short nails, like, I'm fully reckless with it. I do not give a shit. And because I'm reckless with my short nails, it's translating over to my long, whenever I'm wearing long nails. And it's causing tension at my nail beds because of that. And tension and like hurt, like it's just hurting. So I need to be more careful. I just need to get back into wearing long nails and then everything will be solved. Honestly, I love long nails. I don't know why this year I've been so unmotivated to do nails. Hi everyone, it is 10:45 p.m. on Sunday. All I did today was sleep. That's it. I woke up at 5 p.m. I was so tired. I slept very late. That is also there. I slept at like 7 a.m. So waking up, I haven't really done much. I've just been working on the ribbing. I'm halfway through it. I'll probably finish that today. And then I cleaned my bed as well. Anyways, while I was cleaning it, I found like some things. I forgot I wanted to make these into bag charms. So that's what I have done today. I got a new bag. I decked it out. So I have this massive like pouch that I crocheted like a keychain for, and I also have this like chain from an old wallet, and I just doubled it up and put it on as a back chain. So I think it looks quite cute, as you can tell. Blue chain that I added onto this bag was actually part of my old wallet, but that wallet like disintegrated, and the chain is also kind of disintegrating. It's kind of tarnishing, but I thought it was such a perfect match for this bag that I had to add it on. And then this stuffy I got from Dezo, just been sitting in my art closet for ages. I'm happy to finally put it to use. Today I just wanna finish off my nails. This is the inspo I have in mind. Super black, white, silver, chrome, cat eye. I realize I've done a lot of nail sets, but I've never done one that's like Y2K, chrome, silver, black and white type set. That's been very popular for a long time, but I had never done it. So I really wanted to do it this time, especially since I'm trying out the stiletto shape for the first time. Let's see how it looks. Hello, it is now 4:30 a.m. So it took me around like 4.5 hours. I'm like somewhat happy with them, somewhat unhappy with them. Final thoughts about this nail shape. So far, I do not like them. I think they look very short and stubby when I extend my hands out. and they don't make my hands look very slender, whereas regular coffin generally makes my hands look very slender and long. But this could also be because our press-ons, and they did turn out very bulky and 3D, so that could be throwing me off. I really do want to try this once with a gel X and build them out and see if I like them or not on my nails. The cat eye, I've envisioned it to be better, and I feel like it has disappointed me a little bit. And I don't know, I think I made some stupid decisions. There's some nails that I really like, and there's some nails I absolutely hate. I'm satisfied enough. Normally, I do extensions, but this time my nails were so short, and like, I just want to give them some time to heal. I've been like straining them for a while now, so I just want to give them some time to heal and grow. I am gonna go to bed now. I was sieving up the panel for the granny square tote bag. I literally only have this much left, like from here to here. And I noticed something. This is the front side, but I'm sieving it up over here. So that means the good seam is actually on the opposite side. Oh no. And this is what like the other side looks like, the wrong side. I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. And I don't think it looks like absolutely terrible as well. I don't really want to be on camera right now, so you're gonna have to excuse the angle. This is basically almost done. The only thing I have remaining is the arms. I cannot tell which arm I like more. Over here, I have done the folded hem, and over here, I have done the 10 rows of black and then a little bit of ribbing in the green. I don't know which one I like more. This is how the back is looking. There's a little bit of thickness due to the duplicate stitching, which I'm hoping will block out nicely. We have to see. Maybe I'll just go with this one. Also, I have plenty of green yarn left because I decided to do single strand ribbing over here and also over here. I can tell, but most people won't be able to tell the difference between this ribbing, which is single strand folded hem, and this ribbing, which is double stranded folded collar. So I don't think it's a big issue at all. I'm so excited for this project to finally be over. Like, I am tired. Hi everyone, I feel like it's been ages since I sat down and talked to you guys, but today is Saturday the 23rd and I have a list of things that I need to get done this weekend. And it's right here, but before that I want to update you on a few things. I finished the black knit top raglan. Here it is. I mean, it's not done, but like all the knitting parts of it is done, and I'm done with all the duplicate stitching as well. Can you guys see it? It's crazy. I feel like this has been such a labor of love and I'm very excited to wear it. But before that, I have to take out all of my lifelines, and then I have a lot of ends to weave in. Like, oh my gosh, the duplicate stitching was rough in terms of the ends to weave in. I also need to block it, obviously. The duplicate stitching is like so thick that I do need to block it and pray that it lays flat. I think it looks really good. I've tried it on. I like it a lot. I'm quite happy with this. Like, this is acceptable for me. I'm quite a perfectionist, so like this is not the ideal situation, because if I were to redo this again, and maybe I will in the future, not this year but next year, maybe I might redo this. I want to redo it and hold together only one strand of the black and the green for all the whole sweater, because right now it's a little heavy. It's not too heavy, but it is a little bit heavy, and I feel like it's just not necessary for me to hold together two strands and knit with a 5mm when I can just hold together one strand and knit with a 4mm. And I think if I have to redo it again, I will definitely do intarsia again in the round. I don't think duplicate stitching is for me. I just feel like it's so bulky and it doesn't look as natural. So I think if I have to redo it, those are my only two things that I would change. I would definitely make it single strand and 4mm, and I would also do intarsia in the round. Aside from that, I'm pretty happy with everything else. I'm so happy this is finally done. I want to get this blocked and dried by Tuesday because I want to show it off to my friend. I have a list, okay? I have to organize the fridge, organize my room, finish a thumbnail, weave an end, and then block this sweater and also this sweater that I finished in February and have not blocked yet. I have to write down patterns for future video, finalize cast on plans again for a future video and for my own mental piece. I have to put my press-ons back on, which I already did actually. This is how they're looking like. Then I have to fold laundry, hang photos, fix my phone strap, and finally I have to finish crocheting my granny square bag. So I'm gonna get to it. Hi everyone, it is currently 4:15 p.m. on the 29th of August and I am gonna log the hell in because today I'm gonna finish all of my existing whips and block them as well. I'm already done with most of these whips, it's just like small things that I need to do for them. This one I still need to weave in the ends and like remove the lifeline. I finished crocheting the handle of this bag yesterday and I just need to weave in the ends now. I'm making 2 granny square fanny packs for my friends. One of them is just like almost, I just need to do the last row of it in white, and the second one I just need to get started, and I know I can do 4 granny squares in like less than an hour for sure. Created my gate swatches for my next project, which is gonna be the stripe overload cardigan by Spectacle Strix. So I have created the gate swatches, so I just need to block them. I have actually made gate swatches for this cardigan before using this yarn. I didn't like how steam blocking made the like stitches and gate swatch look. I feel like it fuzzied it out more. I couldn't see the stitches as cleanly, but I like the look of the stitches, so that's why I would prefer to keep it like that. But we'll see. We'll see if wet blocking works. Otherwise, I just won't block this cardigan. It's not that big of a deal. Also, I'm gonna go on vacation in 2 weeks. In that time, I have to finish a crochet skirt and bolero. I'm gonna be working on the latte skirt by YL Studios. And the bolero, I have not figured out the pattern for that yet, but I have at least bought the yarn. This is the yarn. Bolero is like a not necessary one, but the skirt is a necessary one. So I also have to crochet all of that. Plus, I also have to finish the lining for this and these bags before I leave for the vacation. So in these 2 weeks, it's going to be hectic as hell. I don't know if I'm going to get anything done. I know at least I have to get the fanny pack done because that's a gift for my friend whose birthday vacation I'm going on. If I'm bringing out my sewing machine, I would rather just get all of the linings done at once. But we have to see how it's going to work out. So we'll see. Let's see. This is everything I need to block. 4 of these daisy granny squares. I don't know if they look like daisies, but close enough I guess. And 4 of these blue granny squares. Then I have my raglan top, and then I have these like tapestries that I crocheted like in March. My gate swatches, and this is like a cover up, and this is my bag. Now I have to weave in ends, then I can block them. Okay, I filled up my bucket over here, so I'm literally just gonna submerge all of these. It doesn't have any soap in it, but it is like slightly hot water, so I'm just gonna submerge all of this and let it soak for like an hour, and then I'll see what happens. It's not very hot water, it's quite lukewarm. So while that submerges, I'm gonna be steam blocking the rest of everything. I decided I'm not gonna block this. Just don't feel like it needs blocking, so why do the extra effort? Oh, by the way, these are how many ends I had cut off after weaving all the ends. By the end, I kind of did start like just tying everything because I got so annoyed. Hi everyone, it is now September 3rd, which means I'm finally ending this vlog here. I wanted to update you on all of the whips I have before we end this vlog. First and foremost, we did finish a project this vlog. black knit top raglan is finally finished. It is currently out drying after I wet blocked it. I'm quite happy with it. There's obviously going to be a few things that I want to change, but I'm not going to be doing that now. Maybe a few years down the line I might actually unravel it and redo it again. The issue with the blocking is I wanted to wet block it, so I put it in hot water and then all of the black dye leaked out, and that didn't affect the green at all because it's synthetic, but the white color work in the middle was cotton, so I think it has turned it a little bit gray. It's not very noticeable, so I'm going to leave it, but next time onwards I have learned my lesson. Make all of the color work details, especially whites, in synthetic, because I'm not letting that happen ever again. And also, yes, I will definitely be washing that in cold water from now on. It's never going to be washed in hot water. I should have read the yarn instructions. They clearly state we should wash in cold water, but I did not know. I didn't even think about dye leaking out, honestly. So yeah, lesson learned. It's okay. We learn it the hard way. I'll definitely show you guys the final pics and final videos end of this vlog. So definitely stick around for that. Aside from that, technically I did finish another project. Well, I finished crocheting another project. It is this bag. I wish I had made the handle a little bit longer. Like, I made it too long at first, then I made it too short, and now I'm just too lazy to undo it, so I did just leave it. I need to add the lining to this, and that will complete this project. However, technically I did finish crocheting it, so that's a plus. Next are my two gift knits, but actually they're crochet. I don't know, gift crochets. Gift knits make sense, but gift crochets does not make sense. I feel like crochet gifts would make more sense. I don't even know how that makes sense to me. I finished seaming up one of the bags. Once I finished seaming up, it was up till here. It was like too short height-wise, but too long width-wise. So to balance out the proportion, I did one more row of granny squares, and then I did 4 rows of single crochet. I think I'm going to rip back the single crochet and just do another row of granny stitch, and then do 1 row of single crochet, and I think that'll look nicer as well. It'll fit more in theme. I need to finish this by September 9th. It's currently September 3rd. I have 6 days. Let's try our best. Oh, I haven't even shown you guys the back straps I'm going to be using for these crochet gifts. So for this one, I'm going to be using this back strap. I matched the pattern, like the daisy pattern, and I know technically it's not the same white. This is more for beige and this is more for white, but I don't think it'll be a big issue. At least I hope not. I haven't seamed it up yet, but I'm going to be using this black lace pattern kind of. My friend requested a blue and black color scheme, so I thought this would be perfect for it. Ordered zippers for these because I didn't have zippers, along with like the bag hardware so that this can like attach to something. Aside from that, I'm going to be going on vacation next week. It's currently September 3rd. I'm going to be going on vacation on the 10th. I need to crochet an outfit for the vacation. Duh. I'm working on crocheting the latte skirt by YL Studio. I was like halfway done, like halfway through the tutorial. It has 2 layers. It's like a reversible crochet skirt. Almost done with the first layer, and then I realized, I don't know if this is my issue or if the pattern just doesn't work for me, but the skirt became 6 inches. I don't know, I read the pattern wrong, or if I did the pattern wrong. 6 inches is way too small. I measured how long I need a skirt to be. I need like minimum 12 inches of length in the skirt. Following the pattern only led me to 6 inches of length for the skirt. So because of that, I just undid like 4 rows. I decided to just modify the pattern and add more rows of treble crochets. So I'm working on that right now. I also do want to make a bolero, like a matching bolero to this skirt. I think it looks so cute. Like, I think hopefully I'll be able to get the skirt done. Bolero is still a question mark. I have no idea. So obviously, since I'm going on vacation, I have to bring a crochet and knit project to work on while vacation. For my knit project, I'm gonna be doing this sweater because I know it's just like a mindless project I can work on while on the vacation. In my previous vlog, I mentioned that I wasn't gonna be working on this sweater because it's just a basic ass sweater and I wanted to work on more interesting things. And I need to rip this back until the armholes, close this armhole more because it's too big for the crochet project, because I can't just bring one project. I have to bring multiple projects. I still haven't decided. I can't finish the bolero. I'll probably keep that as my crochet project. Otherwise, I also have this granny stitch top in mind that I've been wanting to make, so I might even just make that as well. Yeah, I'll bring the yarn along for the granny stitch top as well. I like to be prepared for all circumstances. I don't think I'll finish any projects on that trip, but I always like to be prepared just in case I do actually finish a project on the trip. You know what I mean? And lastly, we are going to be starting the striped overload cardi by Spectacle Strix. I have knit up gate swatches for this. I have this heather tweed yarn from Loops and Threads. The needle recommendation for this yarn is 5 millimeters. However, I tried 4 millimeters and I just prefer it so freaking much. This is the 4 millimeters gate swatch versus the 5 millimeter one. I just like the structure of the 4 millimeter one. I like a structured jacket more. I am going to be going ahead with the 4 millimeter, but I'm way off the gate swatch. It is 16 stitches for 10 centimeters. The 4 millimeter swatch is 21 stitches for 10. Stitch wise, I am very off. I'm like 6 stitches off, and I'm going to be knitting the M, but I think I'll just knit the S instead, and that should hopefully solve it. I don't know. Lastly, I also blocked all of these mystery tapestry crochets I had done like earlier in this year. These were all of them. So we had a Hello Kitty, very cute. We had a cat. I don't know why this reminds me of a space cat, but it does. So I'm gonna just consider in my head that it is a space cat. We have a turtle. This is my favorite. I love this one. A snail. Can you guys see the snail? Yes, you can. This bear, but it reminds me of Lotto from Toy Story 3, and I have like a trauma against Lotto, but I don't know, I still love this guy. A frog, very cute. I finally got around to blocking them. I'm pretty sure I did this in like February or March. It's currently September. I'm also wondering like if you guys have any ideas for this raglan sweater, because it's just a very plain and boring like striped sweater, and as much as I like that, I just want to add something to it. So if you guys have any ideas or like embroidery I can do, or like appliques I can add to it, I don't know, please comment down below. I'm genuinely like stumped. I don't want just basic. I like elevating a little bit. Okay, that was a long update, but I did want to get all of those out. This is where I'm going to be ending the vlog, and I'll see you in the final shots of the black sweater. Bye bye.